The space I was in was just that. The energy was there, and I grinded it out. We knocked it out, and yeah, man, it was a great process. But just learning like the trials and errors, you know what I'm saying, within that time, because a lot of life happened for me within that time period.
I got the fam on the mind. It's more than a dream when I rap. They trying to knock off the vision. Believe me, I see the attack. Since early.
What's good? It's your boy OG Illa, and I'm here with a music shop exclusive. I'm here with none other than Virginia Beach's own Intalek. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, brother.
Absolutely. So, as I was telling you before, I've been a fan for a long time. I've been watching you from Richmond for a long time.
Yeah.
So I want to first give you your flowers. Say, man, really proud of what you've done.
Thank you, brother.
And I hope that we see even more from you right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm just here to keep pushing the culture, pushing the, you know what I'm saying, this Virginia hip hop all the way.
Yeah.
I'm repping that to the end. So
absolutely,
they're gonna figure it out.
So that was actually going to be my first question.
Okay.
You're kind of the seasoned vet, so I don't need to know too much about you. I think people know a lot about you in particular.
Sure.
Let's talk about some other things real quick. How do you feel about the state of VA and its hip hop scene?
I think it's good, man. Honestly, I think we're in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? There's so much opportunity now that anybody and everybody can get to, and music is changing. You know what I'm saying? So there could be different tastes or different type of hip hop that's for the youth, you know what I'm saying? And most of that stuff really ain't for me, but there's a lane for a lot of it, and I think it's growing, bro. I think we're in a good spot. We're in a good space. We just gotta shake the world up, you know what I'm saying? And let them know, like, yeah, this Virginia shit, like, we are the sound. We are the sound of music, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, they gonna figure it out, bro. They gonna figure it out real soon.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that the younger guys are really getting it. Mm-hmm. I think that a lot of us older guys had to put in, a crazy amount of work for it to get here. But I'm really proud of like where they're taking it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with it.
So, with that being said, as you've kind of gone through your journey in VA, who do you feel like has done? How do I want to say this? Like, kind of inspired you along the way. Like, what artists in VA have inspired you?
Artists in Virginia
itself?
Nicholas F. is a big influence. Well, that whole team, Mike Millions, Radio B. You know what I'm saying? Even from Skills, but even home base like Knots, Bink. You know what I'm saying? Chad Hugo.
Okay.
Like, just home base, like, anything, you know what I mean? Any and everybody, honestly. I try to tap into everybody, you know what I'm saying? So.
And those are kind of like some of your favorites as well?
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah.
I actually just met Knots the other day.
Yeah.
And that was a super cool, experience. I kind of fanned out on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did the first time I met him too, man. Then once you start to frequent and see everybody, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, I could be cool now. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
Initially, it was just that too. It was like, oh shit, it's Knots.
It's Knots, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching you for years, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you have a label. Am I correct?
Yeah, Aspire to Inspire Music.
Yeah, that's still running. Now, you have artists like Lucid and Will Young.
Yeah, Will Young, sorry.
Will Young,
Will
my bad.
You're good.
How do you feel balancing your music and your kind of career as well as like having a label and, having to like give them some priority as well?
Well, I believe in them for the most part, and a lot of them are doing it on their own too.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm here, like you said, we've been doing it for a while, so any missteps that I've made along the way, I could say, hey, don't do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or move this way.
Yeah.
But with my team, I mean, it's literally like 8 of us total. You know what I mean? So I just believe in every one of them, honestly, and that's what fuels it. You know what I'm saying? And we have our times where somebody might take, like a break or something like that, or just a step away from music. But as far as the balance, I mean, I can't put music down anyway.
Yeah.
So whether I'm helping them craft or do what they do, I'm gonna always create on my side too, and we work together. You know what I'm saying? We all work together to make the ship sail. So yeah.
That's awesome. So are they dropping anything anytime soon or?
Yeah. Lou is cooking his next one that's dropping is done. So he's the next one in the chamber.
Yeah, he's getting ready to go. Yeah.
Will Young and Basic been on the doing their thing in Richmond as far as like the battling and stuff like that. So I think that's their focus right now.
Okay.
And then ATI Squad, we dropped 2 EPs late last year. So we're just trying to regroup, get it back together because life catches up quick. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Stretch Dollar working, Me's working, Ready Rail just dropped a single not too long ago. So I mean, the team's consistently working.
Yeah.
And like I said, whenever they ready to pop out, it's just like, all right, you know what I mean? Like boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to just help and do whatever. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we making it work.
So I asked you that because now we're about to get into what you got going on.
Okay.
You just dropped your album, Theodore.
Yeah.
And you got some crazy merch. You got dope rollout. How are you feeling about this release in particular?
Yo, I'm super confident, man.
Yeah.
I'm super confident, and I mean it's been years in the making.
Yeah.
Honestly, since like 2013.
Okay.
On and off. You know what I mean? Just between life, you know what I'm saying?
Since 2013 working on this album?
Yeah, it's just because I've been constantly working on it itself, but it's like I finally because there were times where I felt like it was complete, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there would be something that would happen, whether it be like a label meeting fell through, or the producer I was working with on this particular song ended up selling the beat somewhere else. It was a lot of shit that happened.
A lot of shit people don't understand when you're like an indie artist and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was off and on from 2013 up until maybe 2017. And then from 2017 moving forward, it was like, all right, this is it. I gotta finish it because the space I was in was just that. The energy was there, and I grinded it out. We knocked it out, and yeah, man, it was a great process. But just learning like the trials and errors, you know what I'm saying, within that time, because a lot of life happened for me within that time period. But it gave me the confidence to be like, I got something to say. And that's why I titled it that, you know what I'm saying? This is me all the way, you know what I mean? So, and it's just that 11 tracks is like super reflective, either my thoughts or like what's going on currently, you know what I mean?
Is there a track in particular that like you feel kind of defines the album for you?
King's Crown.
King's Crown?
Yeah, that's the last track up there. It's kind of like the cap on the whole entire project.
Okay.
It's actually a conceptual project, so I don't know if anybody realized it within listening to it.
Yeah.
But it plays on the concept of man's duality, but also my particular duality. You know what I'm saying? Like what I had to go through.
Okay.
And like King's Crown was that culminating track. Was like, yo, like this is me. This is it. Everything that I went through between track 1 to track 10. And I can put a period on it on track 11. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
That's really dope. That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're doing albums, you kind of feel like you left it open-ended. Like, and when you feel like this is it, I finally capped it off. It's like, it's such a satisfying feeling.
And the crazy thing is because it's been done for a long time.
Yeah.
The project's really been done for like 2 years.
Okay.
So I was just sitting on it, just trying to figure out like how to move it.
Yeah, that was about to be my next question.
Okay.
Why were you sitting on it so long?
Label things, like I wanted to shop it, you know what I'm saying, and we did that a few times. My manager, G-Man, we make a lot of things work too on the background, so we shopped it around. We just were trying to plan it out, you know what I'm saying, but there would be things that would occur, or I might fall out of it being an artist, you know what I'm saying. You're like, man, all right, I ain't even listening to this shit for a while, and then I jumped back on with the team. Started working on a lot of Will Young stuff, Basic, the team itself, man. ATI, we dropped the project, but then after that, it was like, all right, like it's time to do it, and it just felt right.
Yeah, that's the best feeling.
Yeah, it just felt right, man. And then the way it rolled out, bro, it was just super crazy.
You shot a lot of videos for this one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the first 2 we rolled down. We're still shooting a lot more as well. But yeah, the first 2 we rolled out was the Obama Effect. And Unity.
And one of them you shot here, and when I say here, we're at the Contemporary Arts.
Yeah.
In Newport News. Yeah. So you shot one of them here, right?
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know when this interview will drop, but But yeah, no, we're gonna drop this the Casper's video. We shot
Casper's?
Casper's here.
Okay.
And yeah, man, it's cryptic. It's gonna be crazy.
That's cool. This is a cool building. So kind of tell them what we're doing right this second, actually.
Yeah, so I mean, we're here to perform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're here for the Next at the Can that they do, which is I believe it's a monthly show series that they're starting.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're here, man. We're in their studio in the Contemporary Arts. They've got you know, art throughout the building. They've got a galley up front. They got a galley upstairs. Like it's wicked out here, man. But yeah, we about to rap, man. We about to do some dope shit.
Hell yeah. So is there, if you could work with anybody in the industry right now, anybody, who would you work with? Producer, rapper, singer, whoever you want.
I want to work with Pharrell, man.
Pharrell,
You know what I'm saying?
is it a VA thing, or are you truly like you think that his production would take you like your music to the next level?
I think it's more so energy.
Okay.
Like just from what like the interviews and then just musically.
Yeah.
I just like the energy. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even got. I think just even conversation might spark. He ain't even got to produce it, but just having a conversation would probably be like enough to get me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I get a nigga props like, yo, we had a talk, and it came, and this is the song, and he ain't even produce it, but that. To me, he worked on it. You think so?
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, like Pharrell, it is definitely VA, man, because I champion us a lot, bro, and I feel like we don't get our flowers enough. You know what I'm saying? Like we've got crazy producers here. Like Bink don't get enough flowers. Knots don't get enough flowers. Skills, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think that it's becoming more like the. I think that the more America has been digging, like as far as like, you know, with social injustice and everything, and then you kind of start seeing these things where like people who really created things are starting to come to light, and it's like the truth is starting to be unveiled. I think it's actually like that in VA as well, where it's like people are looking at like, why isn't VA where everybody knows VA should be as far as like respect on that music tip?
Right.
But when you really look at it, it's like it kind of is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got Timbo and Pharrell, who, you know, Teddy Riley, Missy Elliott, who, you know, owned the top 100 for a while. So, you know, they're the original the super producer. You know what I'm saying? I think that documentary, that Hip Hop Evolution, is that on Netflix kind of helped that. And do you feel like it's starting to come more and more to light, like how much VA's contributed to the industry as a whole?
I think it is, but just to a certain extent. Like it hits to a certain point. But I want to kind of liken it to like culturally, right? Yeah. They're like growing up out here, people weren't really like happy to be like, oh, I'm from VA. You know what I'm saying?
People would always be like, I'm from New York.
Or I'm from Philly, or I'm from Carolina. So when it came to VA, and I only seen like a few that would really rep that shit. Like, like I'm from VA. You know what I'm saying? And I think now people are starting to realize like it's not bad to be from here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not that bad. We don't have a lot to do, but you can find a lot to do. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the type of person you are.
I think that's a good way to say it. You can find a lot to do, and that really distinguishes the true creatives, from the people who are, you know, impersonating. Because like the best people are the ones who can create something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And it's not a big city aspect in any part of Virginia for real, but there is a lot you can make a lot to do here. You know, you just gotta create it, and like you said, we do. We, whether it be art or dance or music or business, or even like, you know, we're one of the best schools or best states for football and basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we've had some of the best athletes come out of our high schools as well. Right. And I think that's a big part of the culture as well. Yeah, it definitely is, man. And I think people are starting to, you know, champion that. Like, yo, like, I'm from Richmond. And I feel like everybody I met in Richmond was always like, it's Richmond, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's cool to be from Hampton. It's cool to be from Virginia Beach. You know what I'm saying? And I think the breaking down the barriers of like, yo, where it felt very tense to say I'm from 757 and I'm from 804 and put them in the same room. That's kind of like breaking down a little bit as well too, where it's like, Oh, you from 7? Well, shit, I'm an 804. You know what I'm saying? This is a big thing. You know
we
what I'm
homies.
saying?
We cousins
exactly.
now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we getting there, man. And we gonna get our flowers for sure. And I just feel like, hopefully with this project I dropped, I wanted it to represent that. Like, I speak and represent Virginia hip-hop all the way. So, I just wanted everybody to be proud, you know what I'm saying, as far as with this project to represent, you know what I'm saying, us.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So before we get off of here, is there anything else you want to say before you go out there and perform?
Man, just, check out the project if you haven't got to it. Theodore is everywhere, streaming services. I'm shooting videos. Videos are already out.
Yep.
I'm pushing this joint to the max. So if you haven't felt like I've been annoying, it's about to get real annoying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going everywhere with this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, this is Intalek. I'm OG Illa, and this is Music Shop.
Peace.
Peace.
I think I'm truly lost in this music.